Okay. Yo! Excitement. I want you guys to see my pillows. Why am I taking so long to start a video? It's been 2 minutes. Hi guys, I'm Sabine. Welcome to another video, and today I'm going to show you the books that I read this month in January and the books that I will be reading in February. So I didn't read a ton of books like most booktubers do, but for me this is pretty good. You know, during school started again. That was a bummer. I'm gonna survive, guys. The first book that I read in January is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Titan's Curse, the third book in the series. I enjoy this, just like all the other books. I love Percy, I love Annabeth, I love... what's his name again? The goat boy. Grover. I give this book 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy the hunters. I really also enjoyed Zoe in this book, and I really like the places Percy went, but I didn't really enjoy the quest as much as the previous ones. If I need to tell you guys what this quest was, I can't really tell it because I don't really understand it that well. Then the second book that I read in January, and I can't really say if this is my favorite, but I really enjoy this one. It is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I read And Then the French Kiss in July, I think. I was very scared to read Lola and the Boy Next Door because everyone is saying that this is their least favorite out of the 3 companion novels. I am not too sure, but I might say that this is my favorite. I love Lola. She is such a great and funny character. And Cricket Bell, he is amazing. I love Cricket Bell. He's just so sweet and I love him. And this book was just amazing. I loved it so much. I give this book 5 out of 5 stars. I read this in 6 days, which is really good for me during school. Like, Then my third and final book that I read in January is To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. This book was so much fun. I read it with a friend, although I finished 3 days before she finished. This cover is so pretty. I love this book. This is so amazing. I really liked the way Jenny Han wrote this book. I love Laura Jean, I don't really know how to say her name. Laura, I don't know how to pronounce her name correctly. I loved Laura Jean, I loved her, and I loved Kitty. She was such a funny little sister. And I really liked her dad as well. He was very caring for him, for his girls, you know, for his daughters. I really liked Margot, I guess you say her name like that. In the beginning of the book, I thought she was really like the big sister who really wanted to take care of her siblings. But at the end of the book, I didn't love her as much as I loved her in the beginning. Jesus. I really enjoyed this book. I am so happy that there's going to be a sequel this year because that ending wasn't that satisfying. But I also really loved Josh and Peter. Now I'm going to show you guys the books that I am planning on reading this February. The first book I already started, but I feel like I'm kind of in a reading slump right now and I'm not very happy with that. That's probably because this book is pretty large and I feel very intimidated by large books. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is the Dutch version. So I am right here. I still have this amount to go, which is a lot. I'm very intimidated by 550 pages, but I'm super excited to read this because this is my favorite movie out of all of them. So I really want to finish the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series before spring so that I can finally start the Heroes of Olympus. That's it. Planning on starting and finishing, of course, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Battle of the Labrinth. I have the new box set edition of Percy Jackson, and this is my favorite cover of them all. And I am super stoked to read more Percy because I love Percy. I am so excited to finally start this series. I've heard everybody talk about this on BookTube. It is Legend by Mary Lou. I'm not too sure what it's about. I know that it's kind of like, if you like the Hunger Games and you know, then you will probably like Legend as well. It's kind of like it is a dystopian book, right? All I know is that it's about June and Day, and I think June is our main character. It's the girl, and Day is the boy. And, well, you get the story, I think, from 2 different perspectives. Now I get what the struggle is of holding all your books to show them to people. I never understood people from... So these are all the books that I read in January and that I'm planning on reading in February. Thank you guys so much for watching my first booktube related video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe. You can click on the button below, and I will see you next time. Bye! I don't like my hair. I need to go to the hairdresser soon. February. Let's do it another time. I get shadows on my face. It's not Percy Jackson, the Heroes of Olympus series. It's the Heroes of Olympus series. That's gold. Written in a regular font, which is so boring. No. I'm done. I hope this went well.